Hey guys, this is part 2 to the video that I just posted about the last day's message. This is my third time recording this in its entirety. So for me, that's nothing but confirmation that what I'm saying is correct. As soon as I press OK with the video, it deletes. So I force closed the app. I updated the app. If it happens again, all I'll do is just record it in my phone. I have patience. I have time for this message to come out. I have time. Okay, so as I was saying in the last message, where the black eel was flying around in the sky and the projection scroll dropped down with the audio and things like that, there were also people in the dream that I deemed to be of God, pastors, preachers, just children of God, where I'm like, surely they have a relationship with him. Surely they have an understanding of him, and they have an understanding of what's going on. But as I talk to them more and more, I was starting to realize, like, I don't think they're as connected spiritually as they proclaim to be, right? There are a lot of people who claim to be of God. There are a lot of people that claim to know God, but what they do is they water down his word, or they're not serious about their relationship with him. They're just serious about a religious connection with him, being able to quote all the scriptures, but yet they have no relationship, yet they have no authority, yet they have no power, like the Pharisees of the back in the day. And I remember being in this dream and talking to I was talking to a pastor. And I remember in the back of my mind thinking, like, is this AI? Like, is this AI? What we just experienced, this thing going around and then the scroll dropping down and then we're hearing this audible voice, is this AI? That was a question in the back of my mind, and I felt it to be important for me to say it now, because the Bible speaks of false signs and wonders and false Christ coming about, and that false Christ is actually the Antichrist. And people will be like, hey, look, I found the Christ. Look, this is the Christ. And people will say that that's what it is, but it really isn't. And also what made me think, like, is this AI? Because the way people responded to it, it was almost instantaneous, the way people responded to it. And I'm like, they're responding to this instantaneously, but yet their discernment is off. They barely have discernment, so how could they just be able to perceive God like this? You know what I mean? Yes, God can do things where we just automatically know, like, okay, this is him. No matter if you're religious or not, no matter if you have a relationship with him or not, it's like, okay, this is him. Obviously, he can do that. But it was just odd, and it was a thought in the back of my head. I didn't say it to anybody. And nonetheless, it does not change the message that's at hand. The message of accountability, the message of repentance, the message of who are you standing for? You know what I mean? That doesn't change the message, but that's something I have to mention just in case. Because it was a perception that was God. Okay? A lot of people, a lot of leaders, you have to be careful of who you're listening to. You have to be careful of where you're getting your information from, because a lot of people have sold out, and a lot of people deliver nice messages and kind messages and messages to tickle your ears, because they have already sold out for money, for status, and for prosperity. Correct? And I'll be sitting here like, God, is my work good? You know, I'm putting in quality time. I'm trying to make sure that I'm providing good messages to the people that subscribe to me on YouTube. And I'm like, I want to make sure I'm doing right. You know, is these messages affecting people? Are they saving people? Are they like really helping people get their house in order? You know? And he's like, yes, you're doing what you're supposed to do. But you have to realize that a lot of these people have sold out. People water down his word. That is something that he is very serious about. He's very serious about people not watering down his word. He has said that to me many times. He said, I hate when they water down my word, because when you water down the truth, it's a lie. When you customize and coddle the word to make people comfortable, you are compromising yourself, which is a form of selling your soul. You're compromising it so that you can keep people in your congregation, and so that you can keep people buying your buying whatever you selling. Whatever they selling, they need to make sure it sells. So there are people who are intentionally lying to you so that they can keep their lifestyle. But then there are people who are not asking for anything from you, but they're actually trying to pour into your life. That's so Jesus coded. Like, it's so Jesus coded. Like, I was talking about this the other day, where it's like the Pharisees was like the back in the day rappers. Like, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the religious people back then, they was flexing on you, like flexing, like, yeah, we at the top of the synagogue. You know, we got on all this luxury. We got on purple robes. We got on everything that make it look like we're holy. But they weren't holy at all. They didn't have no power. They were against the people. But yet Jesus came with nothing. He was made poor so that you would be made rich. He didn't ask for anything from the people. But yet he brought so much to the people. And then the religious folks, they claim to be all this, that, and the other, taken from you and never given back. So I'm about to make a video telling y'all how I came about with the Drake video on my YouTube. I want to talk to you guys about that because I think that's interesting, and I'm just gonna be on here making more content and just spreading the word. This is my life now. This is my life. So I love y'all.